Dear students, my name is Ms. Matilda Iol Cc Eb Rme11, the tutor for DAS Rme11. Welcome to the presentation of 2019 examination. There is only one presentation per year. This will guide you in your preparation for the examination for this subject. It is important to point out that the most important preparation that you have to do is the following. First, work through your study guide with care and diligence. Do all the learning activities in the guide and then check the answers given at the end of each module. If you have not understood the study guide and its content, you may have difficulties in preparing for the examination. You must understand each unit in depth. The following is important information for your examination. The examination format. The duration is 2 hours and 30 minutes. The marks is 120. The exam scripts consist out of 6 questions. It is important that you answer all questions. The study materials are the Iol Study Guide for Religious and Moral Education, DAS Rme11 Year 1, Semester 1. So that is the only study material that you are going to use for your examination. Understanding the questions. Every part of information can be assessed in a number of different ways. Questions such as list. When you ask to list, is you present a list of facts in a certain order. Define. You give the precise meaning of something based on the concepts. When you ask to discuss, you give a clear description by pointing out positive and negative features. When you ask to describe, you should provide detailed features of an issue in a logical sequence using proper sentences. When you ask to differentiate, you point out clearly the differences between the two sets. When you ask to criticize, you provide positive and negative points. Do not only emphasize the negative sides, also the positive one. Examination cover page. Under student details, the following information must be filled in. Your student number, your surname, the first name, your ID number, and the examination center where you are writing. The instructions. Read the general instruction and examination instruction carefully and ensure that you know what is expected before you start with your examination. You are not permitted to take any form of notes into the examination room. Plan your time wisely and write as quickly and neatly as you can in order for you to obtain good marks. Make sure that you watch the time to ensure that you finish on time. If time permits, read through your answers to correct possible mistakes or to complete those questions that you did not answer. Make sure that you answer all the questions. It's very important. Very important, write your answer on the lines provided in the question paper. The quantity of lines given will also help you to determine the length of your answers. Also look at the marks allocated to each question to determine how many facts to write to obtain the correct marks. We go to Unit 1. So in Unit 1, you are expected to know the differences between the principles, ethics, rules, laws, and morals. Know the functions of religious leaders in a society. We know that we have different religious leaders, so you should know their functions. Know the aims of religious and moral education. What are the aims? Know the four practical steps of dealing with disciplinary situations. 1.5, the different questions that focus on character building. Now, the examples of moral education skills to be learned. Know the purpose of religion in our lives. Why do we need religion in our lives? Know the message of the different books in the Bible. Know the functions and the core values in which the Namibian churches are organized. Unit 2. Know the different books in the Bible, how the main message of the Old Testament differs from the main message of the New Testament. So we know that about the Bible, we have two testaments, Old Testament and the New Testament. So in each testament has a message. So you should know how the message differs. Know the different abbreviations. There are abbreviation that is given in the books. For example, the CCN. So you should know what does CCN stands for. So all the abbreviations that is given in the books. Know the importance of the 10 Commandments. Why do we have the 10 Commandments? Or why should we follow the 10 Commandments? Know the meaning of crucifixion. Why was Jesus crucified? That is all from Unit 2. In Unit 3, it's about the biblical view on body piercings and tattoos. Know the biblical view on abortion and homosexuality. So what does the Bible say about the body piercing and tattoos? And what does the Bible say about abortions and homosexuality? And what does the Bible say about the husband and wife? So that is the biblical view on husband and wife. Know the role of the husband and wife in marriage. What are their roles? The biblical view on sexually perceived forms of entertainment. The biblical view on divorce. So this unit is actually on what does the Bible say on this different aspects. So you should know this. Then we go over to Unit 4. Unit 4, you should know the different types of sin and the definition of the different sins. The Bible's description of hell. So we used to hear about hell. Now what does the Bible say about hell? how Satan uses pornographic materials to destroy people's lives. So you should know that. So we know that in nowadays, there are a lot of things that is happening, especially to our young ones, using these pornographic materials. So now you should know how is Satan using these materials to destroy the people's life, especially the young ones. Then we go over to Unit 5 and 6. Unit 5 and 6 is a blessing and a curse, and types of blessing and curses. So you should know what a blessing is, and you should know what a curse is. And then you should know the types of blessings and the types of curses. Know what a healthy society should look like. In a society, in order for you to know that this society is healthy, how should it look like? So the characteristic of a healthy society. Know the cause of curses in our lives. Sometimes we don't know that we are someone have cursed us or something like that, and then there is something, maybe even it's a family related matter. So now you must know the cause of cases in our lives. You might not know yourself, but this will help you to understand better. Then you should compare the Namibian law and the 10 Commandments. So in this one, when you do the comparison, is you draw a line and then you make Namibian law, and then you do the 10 Commandments, and then you compare what does the Namibian law says and what does the 10 Commandments says. For example, about you should not take someone's life, and the 10 Commandments say thou shalt not kill. You see, so those are so you should know those things. Know how the Bible views sex outside marriage. All these things is in the Bible. So you will see it at Unit 5 and Unit 6. And then Unit 7 is about know the different books of different religions. You know that we have different religions. So you should know the different books. And very important, Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a belief. So we believe into things that we did not see. But religion is people believe in things that they saw, or in people that they saw. So you should know the different books that they are using. And then 7.2 is know the reasons why Martin Luther broke away from the Catholic Church. You know, Martin Luther was a priest in the Catholic Church, but then later he broke away. So he had differences. Now you should know the reasons why he broke away. Know the difference between Christianity, the Islam, the Judaism, and the Hinduism. So you should know the difference about that. What do the Christians do, the Islamic do, the Judaism do, and the Hinduism do. Know the modern theological differences between the Protestant and the Catholic religions. You should know those things. Then we go over to Unit 8, 9, and 10. You know, this a book of the RME book is a very thick book, so I just took all the units together, the important things, I just put them together. So which means that at 8.1, you look at the features of the 5 pillars of Islamic faith. Islamic faith has 5 pillars. So now you should look at the features. Know the creators of the different religions and beliefs and their sacred books. Who is the creator of the Islamic, of the Hinduism, of the Christianity, because they say the different religions and beliefs. So belief is the Christianity. And then you must know their sacred books, the books that they are using to read. The different religions have different books, so you should know their books. And you should also know who the creator is. Know the process and the reasons of cremating their bodies in the Hindus religions. So the Hindus religion, we know that it is the Indians. So when a person died, they believe in cremating, so they burn out the body. Now, so you should know the process and the reason why they are burning their bodies. There is a reason behind those things. Know the 5 pillars of the Islamic religion. Know the 4 paths to Brahman, the Supreme Spirit. So you should know that. Unit 11 and 12. And this is our last unit. You should know the 5 teachings of the Mormons. Know the differences between the Jehovah's Witnesses and other Christian beliefs on theology, salvation, the true church, claim of authority, and assets. When it comes to 11.2, you should pay very, very good attention, because they say the differences between the Jehovah's Witnesses and other Christian beliefs on the different aspects: the theology, the salvation, the true church, claim of authority, and the assets. So you should know those differences. Know the difference between Jehovah's Witness and the Christian faith. Know the types of work of ethics. So we have different types of ethics, so you should know that. Know the Mormon teaching in church. What are their teaching? What do they teach in church, the Mormons? And know the ways in which the Baha'i attracts followers of other faiths. So we know that Baha'i is a religion. So now you should know the ways that they are using to attract other faiths, so that they should follow their religions. Know the general guidance on alcohol and drugs based on Baha'u'llah's law. What are the general guidance on alcohol and drugs based on Baha'u'llah's laws? Know the Mormon articles of faith. So they have articles of faith, so you should know it. And know the Mormon teachings about daily life in the church and family. So there are different teachings, but now here you are asked to know about the daily life in the church and in the family, so you should know that. And then the Rastafari believers on the usage of cannabis or dacha, so you should know why do the Rastafari believes in the usage of cannabis or dacha, because for them that that is just like sweets, so you should know why they believe in that. Know what democracy is. So we are in a democratic country, so now what is democracy? You should know that. That is the end of our units. And coming to the conclusion now, you now ought to know what is expected from you. So if you study all those things in depth, so you may not have any difficulties in your examination. Make sure you know what venue your exam will be in and what time it starts. It's very important. You might arrive there late for your exam. Consult the Iol office for those details, the venue, the time. And as far as I know that those things used to be on your timetable. Should you need help from me, you are welcome to phone me on 081-273-9802 or mail me at matildashepo@gmail.com so that I can help you in a well-constructed way. But mostly if you send me an email and you see that I did not respond to you, please try to send me an SMS, because then there I can get hold of you. You can only contact me between 2 o'clock till only between 14 hours till 17 hours. So from 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Good luck and all the best with your examination. I know that you can do it. Thank you very much.